to start a stream. I just wanted to talk to you guys about my anxiety and my panic disorder because I haven't really gone in depth about it. And I literally cannot think of doing, like, I can't function doing anything right now. Because, well, I have many issues. I can't eat, because, well, I literally don't have an appetite unless I am smoking. Not going to mention what, because Twitch might kill me. But, yeah, and, like, I know that sounds like a dependency or whatever. Fine, but that's literally just how I am when I'm not, smoking. It's how it's been since before I started, like, my entire childhood was, like, full of my mom saying, like, you're not eating enough, you're so skinny, why are you eating more? And it was literally just because I couldn't. Like, I could not stomach to eat. So all day I've just been struggling with this horrible feeling. It's like I'm hungry, but I can't eat anything. Like, if I put something in my mouth, like, I can try to swallow it, but it's so uncomfortable. And it makes everything more difficult because, like, in the back of my mind, I'm, like, thinking about food. I'm like, I need to eat. And I don't really usually start my day. Oh, that's not true. If I'm working, then I usually start my day without eating. But, like, in the afternoon, that's when I start having something to eat. And then after that, I can, figure out what I want to do for the rest of the day. And I haven't been able to do that today. So that's just been something that I've been dealing with. And I mean, it's like, my anxiety, I know that there are people who have anxiety like me. It's really different for everybody. If you have never had a panic attack, I am so jealous of you. Because I cannot imagine living a single day without having a panic attack. And if you're not used to it, when you hear the words panic attack, you're like, oh yeah, you're freaking out, and, like, so anxious and worried. But it's more than that. It's like, and like I said, it's different for everyone, so everybody has different symptoms. But for me, it's something like, it depends on the panic attack. I have short bursts of panic attacks, and then I have elongated, extreme panic attacks, and then some in between. So, the small panic attacks, that's when I think of something that, is triggering to me. Or if I hear a loud noise, which sounds kind of pathetic, but, like, seriously, any, like, a balloon popping, something dropping, a door closing really loud, my heart it literally feels like I'm being punched in the chest. I have no other way to describe it. It's literally like, bum, 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 bum. Like someone's just beating on my chest. And it hurts so bad. And I can't breathe. I can't talk. I can't breathe. It's so difficult just to say anything while I'm panicking. Hello, Pasta Dinero, how are you? You okay? Yeah, I'm okay. For the most part. Sorry, I forgot to get tissues. okay. I'm just having, like, I mean, this isn't, I wouldn't say every day. I don't struggle like this every single day. Sometimes it's pretty easy for me to just go about my day and and kind of ignore my panic attacks and, like, pretend that I'm not having them. But today isn't really even about my panic. It's more about my depression. And just unburdening. Yeah, basically. I said in the beginning, I've never really gone into detail about what my panic attacks are like and how bad my anxiety is, so I felt like that this would be a good opportunity to just talk to anybody who might not know that I suffer from anxiety. And again, I'm sorry that I'm crying. I know it's not the most attractive thing, but I want to be honest. And when I'm talking about this, it really does bother me because I feel weak. I feel pathetic, not normal. And I don't want to be normal, but I want to feel. I don't want to be in pain so often. And I have anywhere from 1 or 2 to like 15 panic attacks a day. And they can last from anywhere to maybe 30 seconds to a minute to an entire day or 2 or 3 days. And those are the worst. Don't worry, do what makes you feel better. Thank you. Yeah, I've literally just been wandering around the house, talking to people, trying to tell them how I feel, which is, helpful. But sometimes when you're alone and you just, like, I'm just not doing anything, I'm like, why am I not, like, why can't I get myself to go outside? Why can't I get myself to do chores? Why can't I get myself to eat? And it's like that my anxiety and my depression are very, like, intertwined. And I guess I'll explain, like, the more, like, severe panic attacks. Like, the short panic attacks, it's kind of like one initial, like, blow to the chest, and then it's kind of like a bum, 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 and then, like, slowly goes away. I try to breathe, and, of course, breathing exercises are almost bullshit. Breathing isn't going to just make it go away. It's not going to make your problems go away. But when you're panicking so hard that it's like, you're hyperventilating and it's hard to breathe, you need to know how to breathe. So in through the nose, out through the mouth. And that's, like, in the moment, I don't do that. When I'm in the moment and I'm, like, really frustrated or angry at something, I will pretty much have to just write it out until it stops. And focus on, I really try to focus on what, like the situation at hand rather than focusing on my panic. But when there's almost nothing actually going on and it's just my feelings, for example, if someone says something mean to me, or just, just something that makes me really upset, I will panic, and just, like, kind of live in that panic for, like, anywhere between, like, say, like, 20 minutes to an hour or more. And that's just kind of like a slow, and that's the thing. I don't feel like my heart races a whole lot. It kind of races, but what really, really hurts is the pounding. And I don't know what to call that. Like, it's palpitations, but they're so hard. It's like you can literally see my chest, like, thumping while I'm having a panic attack. And so the most severe panic attacks that I have that's when something, like, really fucked up happens, like when both my turtle and my cat died in the same day. I didn't feel normal or, like, not panicky until maybe 2 or 3 days later. And I know everybody goes through grief, but I'm talking about, like, this feeling of pain and also, like, I mean, it's literally like a sharp pain, like someone is actually shoving needles into my chest, and like dull needles, and it's not like on the surface, it's like within, like under the rib cage where your heart is. And it's like this deep sinking horrible feeling that just doesn't let you do anything. You can't eat, you can't sleep, and I normally can't sleep. I can't sleep. When I was in high school, not even high school, I was in middle school and high school, I stayed up until 3 a.m. every morning because I couldn't sleep. Woke up at 6 a.m. to go to, school, and took a nap after school a lot because, or in school, I won't lie, but I was a good student, so they didn't care. So yeah, like, I've had these sleep and appetite problems since I was born. And, so the severe panic attacks are what really bother me. I think those only happen maybe once or twice a year, thank God, because, like, I mean, but then there's another type of anxiety. It's not really so much the panic. It's more, I mean, I've already told you guys, if you haven't seen my last video, I talked to you guys about how, this person claimed my video, falsely because he gave me permission. Now that video doesn't even, or his video doesn't even exist, so I don't know what's going on there. But I told you guys about the girl who was threatening me, and I don't think I've ever had anyone do that to me. And that's why it impacted me so much. I've never had someone message me specifically wanting to hurt me. And my relationships and my life, and when they don't even know me. And it just, that was I would say that was in between, like, a severe and moderate panic attack, because I wasn't messed up for days. Well, that's not true, because I was, just not as severe as when my pets died, I guess, is what I'm trying to say. Like, I didn't have, like, that impending, no, I did have the impending doom feeling. I had an impending doom feeling, but I didn't have the grief. That's what I meant. So, ever since that happened, like, I've already had problems talking to my friends and even my family because of this. And now it's even worse because of her. She doesn't give a shit. She's probably happy, even though I didn't do anything to her. And I don't understand people like that. I don't understand people who go out of their way to try and harm someone that's never done anything to them, or even, like, their friends. Like, I won't be a hypocrite. I'll admit that I've gone out of my way to try and protect my friends who were being harassed by someone. But that is absolutely completely different from going out of your way to harass someone that's never done anything to you. And I know I sound like probably stupid right now, like, oh, you're on the internet, you expect it. This wasn't the internet. This was someone that I met. This is someone I met through modeling. And, like, I can take criticism, I can take, mean comments or whatever any day. But as soon as someone, like, tries to act like they are going to, like they want to go out of their way to, fuck with me for no reason, like, that really bothered me, and I didn't know what she was going to do. I told her, like, literally all I told her was, like, I don't care, leave me alone, and I blocked her, and I haven't heard from her since, but it's still lingering with me. It's still in the back of my head. I think about it, like, I was thinking about it all day, every day, for weeks. And now I think about it maybe 5 to 10 times a day. And it causes those small panic attacks. And those suck. But what is, like, the worst part is not even, like, I hate panicking. It hurts so bad. But then I get really depressed because I can't talk to anyone. And when I can't talk to anybody, like, I just stay in my head. And when I try to, like, talk to people about anxiety, I get the very common responses, like, well, why don't you meditate? Yeah, I've tried that. And that's the thing. Technically, I feel like I meditate constantly all day. I don't feel like you have to be in a pose and say Om to meditate. I think that it's more of, like, a thought process. That's what it is. So, like, sorry, but, like, sitting down and listening to weird frequencies isn't going to magically make me not have a panic attack. I try to prepare myself, for when I have panic attacks. Sometimes, if I'm in, like, a high stress situation, like, I try to, like, my nerves are heightened, so I'm almost expecting it. And, I mean, this is literally, I don't think I can emphasize enough that it is every single day of my life that I'm feeling this horrible pain. And that's not even to mention my back pain. I have scoliosis, and no way to really fix it. I mean, like, massages help, chiropractors help, but those are expensive. So, but yeah, that, going through that pain on top of everything is, like, really disheartening. It just makes me so sad that I can't enjoy things as much as other people, and that I can't go out and do things without being afraid. I can't reach my goals or my dreams. I'm 26, and I thought I'd have so much art done by now. I thought I'd have my comic done by now. The other day, I looked at some of my files, and I found out that I came up with my comic idea over 5 years ago, and I feel like a failure. Like, I don't know make a living while being successful. I don't even care about being famous. I don't want to be famous. I've heard being famous is like being in high school, which I don't fucking want. And I feel like I got a taste of that with that girl because she was jealous of me, of all things. Like, and that sounds stupid to say. I hate saying that, oh, she was jealous of me. But she literally was. She was jealous because she thought that her crush liked me more than her. Like, really? You're going to try to ruin someone's life over that? Like, how, like, seriously, I cannot get over how immature some women are. And some men. Some men will, like, pretend to be my friend, and then they'll go behind my back and, like, say, or like, try to get free, like, naughty things from me or something, and I'm like, why? Why are you, get away from me? And it's like, but women are just so scary. Like, I don't understand. Like, why do you hate me? I don't understand why no girls want to be my friend. I don't understand what I do wrong. I don't know what's wrong with me. I just want to be a good person. I just want to make art. I want to make all the things that I want to make, and I want to make them with people, but nobody wants to do it with me. It really hurts. And my mom told me when I was little that I was the leader, and I was the one that was outgoing, and then everybody told me to shut the fuck up, and then I was weird, and then I lost it. I'm not confident at all in anything. I'm not even confident in my looks. I'm not confident in my art because nobody notices. And that's fine, I don't need to be noticed that much. I just want to know that people think I have value. Because I think I do. I really do think that I have a lot to give, but I just want more people to share it with. I love sharing things with people. And it's really hard to just keep it all to myself. Join activities with people, like group painting or something. Yeah, that makes me nervous too. I've tried going out and making friends. I was in a musical 2018. It doesn't even feel like, it feels like last year. I went to be in a musical, and the girls, like, they offered to, like, invite me to parties, like, once in a while at first, and then they were all too feminist for me. Like, I relate to a lot of women online, but there's only so much you can do online. And, like, no offense to people with, like, long distance relationships and stuff, but, like, it just really hurts, like, knowing that there's someone who you might be able to be friends with, but they just have so much going on in their own life that, like, what the fuck do I matter, And, there's been girls who are like, oh yeah, we should hang out sometime. And then they make some, like, weird comment about politics, and I'm just like, I don't want to be around you if you're going to say stuff like that. Like, you could just not say it, and I'd be fine with it. We could just not talk about it, but they have to bring it up because that's their ideology is their identity, and that's basically every fucking woman these days, and I hate it, and I just want to meet someone who wants to build me up like I want to build them up. I miss having a best friend. I miss having friends that I could show affection to. When I look at old pictures of me and my friends from high school, like, yeah, we had a falling out eventually, but we were so close, and I don't feel like I can get anywhere close enough like that to anybody anymore. And this is not talking about the people who I talk to regularly. You know who you are. That's the thing, like, women online, I've met a lot more women online that I can relate to than in person, obviously. Men have been a lifesaver in this situation, because without you guys, I don't think I could even function. Like, I don't know, sometimes, like, and I'm not talking about, like, compliments or anything, women can do that too, but I just relate to men, like, much more for some reason, and when I can feel the compassion. That's the big difference. I can feel when a guy cares about me. I don't know when a woman cares about me or not. I have no idea. I have no fucking clue if this girl is going to turn around and, like, who cares? Like, who cares what she's gonna do? But, like, something negative against me for no fucking reason. It's like, what the fuck is the point? Like, why do you want to be such a horrible, hateful person to everybody? Do you, like, I guess they already have enough friends and they, like, just don't give a shit about how they treat other people? Like, it's really fucking confusing to me. I don't understand women. I never will. And that just, all of that just adds to my daily anxiety that is, like, I guess I didn't get into explaining that with the messages, because if I see a message that is really, really sweet or really, really important, I will do my best to go out of my way to respond to you as soon as possible. But there is always this uncomfortableness in my chest. And I know people might be like, oh, well, just get off social media. That's your opinion. I actually get a lot of reassurance and, like, what's the word? Comfort, I guess, from people who do care about me. And that's, like, so important to me. Like, when I posted about my pets dying, you know, I had tons of people just saying, you know, just supporting me and saying how much they cared about me and stuff, and that made me so happy. And I don't think I could have done it alone. And I know that sounds stupid, like, oh, why are you looking for attention? Well, it's like, I'm not looking for attention, I just need to vent. And it's not like I'm venting about, like, something crazy, you know, like, oh, I did this crazy thing and ruined my own life, and it's actually, like, my fault. Like, some YouTubers I know, like, it's just not like that. It's like, I just want I want to relate to people, and I want, like, I know that other people have felt the same way. So that's why I want to reach out to anybody who would be, just take a second out of their day just to say, hey, like, it's gonna be okay. What's up, Medusa? Sorry to see you're having a rough time. Hey, Aircraft Sparky, it's nice to see you too. I'm doing okay. I'm just talking about my anxiety, and nothing really is going on right now. Like, I'm mostly emotional because I haven't gotten any sleep. Well, I got sleep, but I stayed up till 4 a.m. or 5 a.m. because I couldn't sleep. And I can't eat anything. Like, I honestly just want to drink alcohol. But I can't even do that because alcohol makes me gag too. And someone, or Liz Reptile on Twitter, mentioned I could have an ulcer. So, that might be, an explanation for my horrible appetite. But, who knows? I guess I don't have the insurance to find out right now, so I guess I'll, see what happens. But, the anxiety thing has been something that I've been dealing with for my entire life. And, wait, did I say anxiety? That too, but I meant insomnia. Like, and my mom hated it when I would leave my TV on before I went to bed, but that was the only way I could get to sleep. Otherwise, I'd just be looking around the room thinking about things. I literally lay in my bed role-playing with myself because I couldn't sleep. Isn't that fucking ridiculous? I hear you. Sometimes you just gotta push your way through things. I call it the bulldog method. Head down and push forward. That is how I deal with a lot of things, honestly, like, especially when I'm panicking in a public space. Sometimes I will push and just, like, do what I need until it's over. But then I've also had times where I realized that, like, the situation was not comfortable for me. Like, I was just in a garage with, like, maybe 3 people. But I got into, like, this corner, and it's even, like, scary thinking about it, and I don't know why. It's like, why am I afraid of this? And I just got kind of cornered among, like, the clutter and stuff that was in the garage, and I was like, okay, I'm about to have a pretty bad panic attack, so I need to get out of here now. So it was like, the fight or the flight, and I chose flight. And so yeah, sometimes I gotta choose fight, sometimes I gotta choose flight. The flight honestly happens a lot less because I'm not someone really that backs down from stuff. I'm someone that likes to, be a part of things and be assertive about my opinions. After I say that I have no confidence, But it's like, it depends on the person, obviously. And it depends on the situation. Like, if it's something like a human rights violation, like, I'm gonna be, all up in your face about that. But if it's something like, someone is being, like, really freaking weird and, like, creepy and, like, feels like it might be a bad situation, like, those kind of things, I have to, like, pretend and, like, kind of just fight until I'm able to flight, if that makes any sense. Because I am such a polite person, like, I will do everything in my power not to make you uncomfortable, which is another reason why I don't understand, why some people, get such a hatred for me, because I honestly think it might be, and this is random, I know, and it doesn't really have to do with anxiety, but it kind of does, because it makes me wonder, like, why don't people like me? What's wrong with me? And I don't think it's something wrong with me, and I'm not saying it's something wrong with them either, but I think it's, like, society that's saying, like, if this person is being too nice, they're not trustworthy. That's what I almost feel like is happening to me. Like, what did I do to make people hate me, you know? It's like, one time I made one of those, like, what's it called? One of those Saraha, one of the ask me things, you know, like the anonymous question things. And I got this message that said, we used to be best friends, but then I found out that you were backstabbing and you're also lazy. And I'm just like, I literally could not imagine who this person could possibly be. It was obviously someone who thought we were best friends, but we were not. Because, first of all, the only people who have ever lived with me to be able to have the right to call me lazy were in the room with me. So they couldn't have been the ones who said it. So I'm like, okay, who is... like, who in the past has been my best friend who thinks I'm a backstabber and lazy? Like, I won't lie, I can get lazy. But you don't know that. Like, it's just the weirdest thing. It's like people make up things to be upset with me about. There was a man, woman, I don't know, a person on Twitter who... oh, what was it they were responding to? It was something really cringy, like this weird... oh, yeah. It was that guy that was, making fun of me for my dead pets. This, like I said, man, woman, whatever, responded to them. Actually, no, it wasn't even them. It was someone on their behalf. And they said, oh, yeah, fuck that bitch. She ghosted my friend, this person. So I go to that person's profile. They're not following me. I'm not following them. I click the message thing. They sent me a message like months ago that I literally never saw. Because it was in my requests. Like, if we're not following each other, especially if you don't follow me first, like, I'm not gonna know if you want me to follow you back if you don't follow me first. So how am I supposed to know that you're messaging me? Like, that is literally, like, the lamest excuse to hate someone. Seriously? You think that I am going to message every single person back? Like, no offense, but, like, I don't go to my, like, requested messages that often. Sorry. That might sound bitchy, but it's like, seriously, you're going to say you don't like me and I'm a bitch when you wanted to work with me before. Like, that's what the whole message was about. They wanted to do some, like, I don't know, some interview or something. And so you wanted to work with me, but now I'm a horrible person because I didn't see your message. Cool. Like, if you knew who I was, you would know that I have horrible anxiety, and maybe you try to tweet at me or something? Like, hello? How can anyone dislike you? You've always been so nice and stuff. Thank you. I've never seen you go out shit on anyone. There's no reason... there's nowhere to follow me except YouTube these days. I know! Yeah, but I do enjoy your streams. And I had a lot of fun on that one stream we did together. But, yeah, like, that's what I don't understand about those people. Is that all of my actual friends, and even if I don't message you, I still consider you a friend. If you're nice to me, that's the main thing. Like, there are people who I follow who I don't consider a friend. I don't think that they actually like me. I don't think that they might like my pictures, or they might like some of the things I have to say, But then they go out of their way to, like, be mean to me sometimes. And, like I don't want to say be mean, but, like, it comes across as extremely rude and condescending. And, like, trying to give me advice on shit that I didn't even ask for, basically. And so those people, maybe acquaintances, I don't know. But, like, that's the thing. That's not really a real friend. That just causes me anxiety that you're gonna say something mean to me. Like, why would I want to be good friends with you if you're gonna say mean things? But yeah, so that, back to the anxiety thing. Even when I think about messaging people, like, just the idea of checking my messages, it's like, it's not a panic feel, it's more like and it's not a sinking feeling, it's almost like you're gonna throw up. Yeah, that's it. That's a good description. Almost like you're gonna throw up without the nausea. I don't know. Like, that's weird. It's not painful. It's not, like, I'm feeling it right now, and it's like a full feeling. But it's really uncomfortable. And not like acid reflux. It's not painful, but it's just like you have a lump in your throat, but it's your whole chest. So that's how I feel every single time I message someone back. Except maybe 2 or 3 people. And I don't want that to discourage you from messaging me, because I like it when people message me. It makes me happy. It makes me feel cared about. Like I said earlier, that if it's a very heartfelt or urgent message and I see it, then I will, go to it. I'll still feel some anxiety, but I'll feel better because it's a good message. And oh my gosh, I'm sorry, but if you send me a picture or a voice message or a link, I will probably avoid that for months. I'm sorry. I'm so sorry. But, like, I seriously, like, when I think about it, I'm like, oh God, like, what are they showing me? What is it? Like, what, do they need something from me? Do they want me to do something, like, are they mad at me? Are they showing me something that is bad about me? Like, I got a message last week that said, oh, I almost thought this was you for a second. And I was like, what was me? What the what? Who's me? What? Who did you see? What did you see? I immediately thought the worst. I was like, oh my God, like, they have me on some, like, ex-girlfriend website or something. But no, it was just someone who had the same name, Modern Medusa, on Twitter. So, literally, that's the stuff that goes through my mind. Like, when it's not, like, when the message doesn't start out very positive. And I know that doesn't make sense. I know we can't always be positive. I know that not everything is going to be business inquiries. I know that not everything is going to be, like, excuse me, that some things are going to just be whatever, like, not really that serious, not that important, but you still want to talk to me. I appreciate that. I want you to keep messaging me. I really do want you to keep messaging me. I had a guy message me 20 times on Instagram before I responded, and I feel horrible. I want to, like, emphasize that I feel so guilty for not having the courage to respond to people. And honestly, when people send me a lot of messages at once, that does bother me. So I that's not what I mean. But when people are like, hey, you know, I hope you're doing good, and American Phoenix is really good at doing that. If I'm, uh, you know, busy or whatever, he'll tell me about his day, and then, he'll text me again the next day saying, how are you? And that means a lot to me, because if I don't message you back, and then it's like, there's like this weird like time frame where it's like, oh, it's only been like a few hours, or like, you know, like 24 hours, it shouldn't be that big of a deal. But then it's like, oh, it's been a few days, like, should I even message them back, because I feel like they wouldn't care, or they'd be mad. And then when it's been months, I'm just like, they just forgot about me. Like, there's no point in messaging them. So literally, if you're waiting for a message from me, please message me again, because I just need it. It's just something that motivates me to get over this, because when I say that people really do want to talk to me, that's what, you know, makes me actually realize it. I'll have to follow you there. Yes, please. I have Instagram, I forget about that. Yeah, please do follow me on Instagram. It's, Luhu_Zahur. So, I know it sounds kind of silly saying, like, oh, my biggest anxiety is messaging people, but it's gotten worse over the pandemic too, because all I have is online, and it's been like that for a while, but it makes it worse when you don't feel like you have freedom. And I don't know if I mentioned this before, but I think I did. I can't remember, but the Lovely Ladies calendar was a lot of fun. I'm really glad I did it, but having to message so many women a lot was so, like, detrimental to my mental health, especially like when we would get some sort of conflict, not necessarily, not fighting, but like if there was a misunderstanding. That really bothered me, and I don't blame any of the girls. I love all the girls. It has nothing to do with them or how they acted towards me. It's literally just me being like, it's just so much, you know? It's so much to think, like, again, it's like the thing with girls, it's like, are you actually my friend? Or do you really care about me? Um, is this a waste of time? Uh, you know, just all that anxiety stuff, and I feel like it really, having to constantly talk to them and get information from them like a secretary, that's what I felt like. And it's not a bad thing. That's totally fine. We got it done. It was awesome. I really love doing it. But I'm not a PR person. I am absolutely no way in any shape or form someone who can speak to people. And I don't know why I took that. Actually, no, I do know why I took that on myself, because I'm a girl. And we thought that if a girl was messaging other girls, that it would be more comfortable. And I wanted to honor that. But it did seriously mess with my head and my mental health. Just worrying about getting those, like, getting messages back, having to respond, and them all being women. That sounds silly coming out of my mouth, but that's what happens. That's what happened, and now I'm way more shy. I don't even want to do live streams that much anymore because I'm afraid of talking to people. I had a really good stream with Dead Man, and I'm afraid to message him again because I want to work with him, but just get nervous. What is it again? My Instagram is Loohoo_Zahur. So it's LOOHOO_ZUHER. So I really do, like, the reason I made a YouTube channel was so that I could get my opinions out there, and that was my passion. It still is, and I still want to get all my opinions out there about multiple things, and this is kind of the start of that. And I guess I could talk about therapy. I went to therapy from when I was like 14 to like 19. And I'm also doing like a little bit of therapy right now, but they're only like half-hour sessions every like 2 weeks on a video. So it's almost like the same thing as like talking to like your mom or something. Like, it doesn't really feel like therapy. And if anyone's interested, I had been on a numerous amount of medications. One problem is that they didn't realize that I have ADHD as well. So, and I didn't mention that before because it's just something I don't think about. But my ADHD and my anxiety really fuck with each other. Because ADHD is just constant, like, constant intrusive thoughts. Always. Like, I can't emphasize enough. Like, when I'm showering, when I'm pooping, when I'm watching a movie, when I'm drawing, when I'm doing anything. Right now, I'll have intrusive thoughts about anything that either causes me anxiety or doesn't, or I trail off into like rants, and then I forget what I'm talking about, and I really think that's the ADHD talking. So that's one thing that they never considered, is that I might have ADHD. When I tried to get into the gifted program, they told me that I was too distracted. Gee, you don't think that means that there's something wrong? And the first person I went to was old. She was okay. She like brought me through like those like visualizing things, and even my therapist now mentioned that, and I'm just like, I visualize all day. Like, I don't really need to do that in my spare time. But those things, they're like, oh, go to your happy place, and I'm like, I just don't know what that is anymore. I mean, I love my dog. I love my family and my relationships and everything, but it's like, I don't know what my happy place would be. I can't picture it. My happy place would be a world where I don't panic. And that's not something I can picture. They don't understand. It's not something I can just visualize because I don't know what it's like. It's like men who are circumcised as infants and never know what it's like to have a foreskin. Literally. Sorry. I had to make that comparison. Because it's like, how are you supposed to know what it's like if you've never felt it, you know? I don't even know if right now if what I'm feeling is normal, because my brain is all over the place. I'm emotional, and it's like, what exactly does peace feel like? And I'm gonna be doing something this September that is going to really, really fuck with my anxiety, but I'm so excited that I'm just going to have to face my fears. Because I'm going to meet my favorite actress, my idol, Scout Taylor Compton. And I didn't even know that she was doing signings. I didn't know that that was a thing. And so this September, I'm going to be dressing up as her character from Halloween. I just happen to have it right here. And I'm gonna meet her, and I'm gonna take a picture with her, and get an autograph from her. And I'm so excited, but I'm so nervous because I am going to cry. I am so gonna cry, because I want to be her. And like, that sounds stupid, but I know, like, people who say, like, oh, I want to be like Kim Kardashian, or I want to be like Beyonce or some shit, and I just want to be like her because she seems so real and like happy and creative, beautiful. Like, she's everything that I want to be, and more. And I've had such a crush on her since I was like 14, and like, when I found out that I might be able to meet her, like, I started crying. That's how important it is to me. And I'm also going to be able to get to meet the guy who played Michael Myers, so that's really cool. I'm going to have him sign my, the drawing of Michael Myers. And I'm probably going to have her sign a drawing of her. I've been doing a lot of drawing lately, been making cartoons. That's awesome. I love cartoons. I've been doing a lot of, cartoons as well. Kim Kardashian sucks. She looks like a hobbit. Yeah. I mean, like, I don't really understand the girls who look up to girls who are rich. Like, that's not why I look up to Scott Taylor Compton. I look up to her because she's grounded. She responds to so many of her fans. She's friends with a lot of her fans, but I've been too shy to really reach out. And I think that's what stops me from doing a lot of collaborations. I was going to do a collaboration with a guy called Swamp Dweller, who does scary stories, and I can't remember remember if I never messaged him back or if he never messaged me back, but it just never happened, and I'm really sad about that. I want to do a collaboration with Slay Heron, aka Tim, on Twitter. And we said that like, I don't know, over a year ago when he came to visit. I've just been so nervous. I don't even know if I can call it nervous. It's like, I feel held back by something. Like, I want to do it. But it's not even really any specific thought that goes into my head that says like, oh, well, what if they do this? What if they do this? That is something that, goes through my head pretty often, with people who are unpredictable. But with my friends, like, those kind of thoughts don't go through my head. I don't think like, oh, they're gonna be mean to me. Oh, they're gonna say, that they're upset. Same with my family. Like, there's nothing stopping me from talking to them, and yet I'm afraid. Like, I guess that's the way to describe it. And the person I talk to the most is my mom and my family, and I love her so much. I feel horrible for some of the things that I did when I was a late teenager because I didn't know what I wanted. I didn't know if sorry, someone's messaging me, so it's getting, my head isn't working right. See, this is what happens. Like, if I start getting nervous, I completely forget about what I was talking about. But yeah, something else that has been causing me anxiety today is that and I don't want to like say all my like family's business. I don't want to judge them, but I'm really sad about this and I don't know what to do about it. But my little brother brought another dog home. He already has a dog, but he brought home a Shiba Inu Beagle mix home. And my mom doesn't, for some reason, she doesn't like having the dogs in the house while they're sleeping or something, so she locks them in the basement. And so he howled, or she howled, and so she said she didn't want the dog. So she gave it to my sister and her boyfriend. And I'm not going to say anything bad, but I don't think that is a good place for the dog to be. I'm just going to say that. And I offered to take the dog, but my mom said yes, and then all of a sudden she doesn't want me to, so that has been something that I've been really, really worried about all day. Actually, not all day, just a few hours ago, actually. And that's kind of a catalyst to what made me want to make this, because I just started crying. I was like, oh my god, like, I really hope nothing happens to that fucking dog, because I'm going to be so upset. And Like, it's so hard when you literally can't do anything to help a situation. And it's just so frustrating, so depressing. Like, but all I can do is hope that things are gonna be okay. That's it. Speaking of things being okay, I wanted to mention, I also started crying before this because I got a stupid ad on YouTube saying, like, it was like some like EOS ad for the lip balm or whatever, and they were saying, oh, like, just talking about how they miss doing boring social gathering things. Like, specifically, it was for the annoying things about social interactions, like getting beer spilled on you at a bar or something, which you can still do right now. I don't know why they included that, but whatever. And they just kept saying, like, oh, well, when things get better or when things go back to normal, we'll be here for you. You know, like, we'll help you prepare for things going back to normal. Like, and I'm sorry, like, this is just my opinion, so you can disagree or whatever, but I'm sorry, you're giving false hope, and it really doesn't fucking help. Like, this is not going away. I'm sorry. It's not fucking going away. They're not just gonna, like, I'm not getting a fucking vaccine. I'm sorry. You can't force me to fucking do that shit because I don't have a reason to have the vaccine. Sorry. I'm young, I'm healthy, except emotionally, and I'm not susceptible, so too bad. When they think that everyone is vaccinated, they're not going to let us go back to normal. That's not going to happen. I'm sorry. Like, masks are going to be a forever part of society. And I'm going to be really fucking surprised. So, I will do something ridiculous if that actually happens. And I am actually able to walk into a fucking store and not wear a fucking mask. Like, I don't even know if I feel comfortable. Because I feel the social pressure of other people wearing masks around me. Like, it's such bullshit. We are not going back to normal. There's no normal now. Like, you're just making me more depressed. And, like, thinking, like, they said that the week it started. I'm sorry. That's not happening. Like, I'm sorry to get, like, all, like, pissed off and, like, ragey, but, like, seriously? You're gonna tell me that after all these fucking lockdowns and after all this bullshit that they're going to just lift it and it's gonna be okay? Yeah. That's a great prediction. I'm gonna, I'll wait for that one. And I'm not saying it's hopeless. I want things to change back to how they were. I feel like they could right now, and literally nothing would change. You go into a restaurant and wear your freaking mask for 5 seconds, and then you sit down and breathe everybody else's air. Yeah, that makes a whole lot of fucking sense. Like, I'm sorry, but that is the most goddamn stupid thing I have ever seen, and everyone is doing it. Like, that shit just pisses me off. It pisses me off, and it makes me depressed when people say that things are gonna get back to normal, because if things were gonna get back to normal, we wouldn't have to wear our mask for 5 seconds before we sit down to fucking eat. So, I mean, like, that's That's what bothered me the most about that commercial. It's like, when that happens. Oh, really? When is that supposed to happen? When am I supposed to buy your products so that I can go out and look pretty for the public because I'm not wearing a mask? Like, sorry. No, like, I'm not... I don't buy it. This literally a marketing... You're using the pandemic as a marketing gimmick. Fucking assholes. But... literally, I can't... That's what I don't like. You can't say anything. You can't say when this is gonna happen. Or if this is gonna happen. You just have to wait. That's just how it is. You can't fucking change it. Like, I wish, I wish we lived in a world that understood. I don't even, it's hard to explain because it's like, there are people dying. I want people to get better. I want the people who need the vaccines to get the vaccines. But how does that help the people who aren't sick? Like, I don't know. So I think I mostly talked about the stuff I wanted to talk about as far as anxiety. Oh yeah, I was gonna mention what the medications I was on. The therapists. The therapists were basically just like a fake friend to talk to. That's basically it. Like, you want to believe that they're more knowledgeable than the average person, but they're just taught to say things that aren't harsh. Like, maybe a real friend would. When I was sexually assaulted, I went to a clinic. I don't know what to call it. A center for rape victims, and oh shit, I hope they don't censor me for saying that, whatever. If you do, then you're victim blaming. So I tried to get into the counseling there, and I talked about what happened, and then I just kept talking about other stuff. And so I would come back every week, we just talk about my life. And I talk about the stuff that I was struggling with, like the actual issues that I was struggling with. And then all of a sudden, one day, at the end of the session, after I had just bawled my eyes out over like something that was really bothering me, she had the nerve. Like, I'm sorry, but you're a bitch. Like, you should not be a fucking counselor. You deserve to be fired. Even though she's just volunteering. Like, she should not be in that fucking... She should not be there. She has the nerve to say, oh, well, I think next time we should really talk about, like, what we need to talk about. Because I don't want you to get the wrong idea from what this service is for. So basically, because I wasn't constantly talking about being sexually assaulted, even though I already did, apparently that meant that I wasn't, like, worthy to come to their counseling anymore. I was like, are you fucking kidding me? I never went back to that place. Like, if you are going to... First of all, she's a horrible counselor. She's just like, yeah, okay, tell me about, like, what's going on. She never fucking told me to bring it back up. Like, I'm sorry, but I talked about it. It's over. It's done with. I'm coping with it. Like, what the fuck do you want me to talk about? You want me to repeat it? You want me to repeat it over and over every session? You want me to just relive my trauma every session so that you can do your proper job? Like, fuck off. Like, seriously? Like, I was so confused and, like, hurt after that. I was more traumatized from that. I'm just kidding. But no, I was traumatized from that because I was like, I don't want to go to a counselor anymore because I don't know if they're, or if I ever get sexually assaulted again. I don't ever want to go to another counselor like that because I think that they won't know what the fuck they're doing. Like, seriously, what was I supposed to talk about if she didn't give me a prompt? You know? Hey? Obviously, I'm just gonna talk about my actual problems that didn't happen over 2-3 months ago. Hello? Like, yeah, I'm still, like, getting over it, but it's like, what the fuck do you want me to say about it? Like, you're not going through, like, you're not like, oh, these are the steps, you know, to, feeling better. She did nothing like that. You know, she didn't say, like, oh, well, you know, we can talk about, how to cope with this. We can talk about, like, how to... No, I was almost going to say, like, prevent it from happening again. But no, that would be victim blaming. They would never do that. But yeah, like, that whole experience was so frustrating. And I honestly... That's what was so sad, is that I actually was excited to come to therapy every week. And then she just fucking does that. And I'm like, bitch, like, how old are you? She looked younger than me, like a fucking, like, college student. I'm like, why am I talking to you if you're not going to do your fucking job? And, like, just tell me that I'm in the wrong for talking about my actual problems when you don't know what you want me to talk about. Like, am I crazy? Or is that some bullshit? I'm sorry. Anyways, so that was only a year or two ago. And not wait, a year and a half? I don't know. But like I said, therapists have just been, like, someone that's not actually your friend, just pretends to, like, care about you for 30 minutes to an hour just to say that they did. And I know not all therapists are like that, but they sure do treat people generally. I'm just saying, like, the fact that they didn't pick up on the fact that I have ADHD, and technically that is self-diagnosed, but I am dating someone who has fucking ADHD, and it's very fucking obvious that we have the same problem. So, I'm sorry, but psychologists, you didn't really do your job. And I've tried, and hopefully Twitch doesn't get pissed at me for talking about this. I have been on Prozac. Not Celexa. It was called, like, maybe it was Celexa. I don't remember. And, like, some other random ones, sort of like a P, and, like, other, I don't know. And then I tried Zoloft. That was a mistake. Not like a huge mistake, but, like, I gained weight for no reason, and it literally did not help me at all. So I had Zoloft with a supplement of Klonopin, and the Klonopin didn't even help. Like, I kept asking for, like, a higher dosage because I didn't see a difference. Like, oh, I take it before I go to bed, and I maybe might get to sleep a little quicker. Doesn't stop me from having severe chest pains from panicking, so thanks. And, another thing I've been thinking about asking a doctor about, is, beta blockers. I don't really know what they are. I just heard that they can chill out your heart rate or something. And, I don't know, that just sounds like something that would make me, I don't want to say happy, just like, I'd be so relieved to not panic. God, like, all the time. And thankfully, well, no, that's not true. I was going to say thankfully I haven't panicked during this video, but I did have a panic attack, a very small panic attack, while I got a message about the dog, because I'm worried. But other than that, I haven't really panicked because I'm doing something. I'm talking about whatever. You know, I don't even really have to be talking about this. I almost thought about making a video about circumcision instead of this, but I didn't feel up to doing my makeup, and I just don't feel very attractive right now, so but hopefully that will come soon. The Judge Judy video will come soon as well. I need to make sure that I have all of my information that I want, because I don't want to make the video and then be like, ah, fuck, I forgot to say that, you know? Which, I mean, I could always do a follow-up, but it's better to get all the information into one video. But, I honestly might do a crazy ex-girlfriend video before that, because that's easier for me to remember. But I have no idea how long I've been talking. It doesn't tell me on Twitch. But, I really appreciate you guys coming to listen to me. I'm really, again, I'm sorry about all the crying. I mean, that's just what happens. But all my words are genuine, and I just wanted to be able to express how I feel on a day-to-day basis. Because I know, like, people have said to me, like, how, like, I never imagined you, suffering from social anxiety, because you're so sweet, and, you know, you talk on YouTube, and you talk on live streams, and it's, I wish, you know, I do feel more in my element when I'm talking about stuff that I'm passionate about. If you see me on a live stream where I'm not talking a lot, you know that I'm anxious and don't really feel like I fit in. Which sadly seem to be like a lot of videos around like the 2017 area, I feel like. But yeah, I'm someone who's very outgoing when I'm comfortable. Like the stream I did with Dead Man where we were talking about Black Circle Boys. I was so in my element, you know, I was like so happy to be talking about that. And that's what I really enjoy. Is feeling welcome and comfortable. And like, yeah, there might be like some awkward moments here and there. Or like some jokes and jabs, but that's part of it, you know? That's like, it happens in real life, so that doesn't bother me so much. Oh god, did you hear that? If you did, that's awesome, because that was my neck. Ugh. Anyways. So yeah. I'm sorry if I ruined your image of me being a perfect, confident woman. I highly doubt anybody thought that. But yeah. And it's there's another thing. People are like, how can you not be confident when you post such sexy pictures? And like, that's all I have. Like, if I wasn't attractive, no offense, but I don't feel like I would even be here. And I know that sounds weird, but like my looks, I'm not super confident in my looks, but what I have is pretty much the only thing that makes me feel confident at all. People who, like in person, who compliment my outfits or my tattoos or just say that I'm pretty, that means so much to me. And I just wanna, I just wanna, I just try to show people how I like to be treated. And like I don't want everyone to like me. Not everybody has to like me, but I'm still gonna be the person I am, who is, I just want to give and help and, you know, do more for people no matter what. That's why I'm a men's rights activist, and that's why I'm so passionate about circumcision and all stuff like that. Hello, Bernkey? I think that's your name. So, yeah, pretty much none of the medications that I've been on have really made any difference. I honestly don't think that there is a pill out there, unless it's maybe a beta blocker, that can stop me from feeling this way. And like I feel like I can manage my depression most of the time, because my depression comes from not being confident in myself and thinking that I'm basically a bad person for not doing more. But if I'm not as anxious, then I'll be able to do more. You know? I mean, there's a lot of art opportunities that I've missed out on just because I didn't feel like I was good enough. Or that obviously they're not going to pick me just because it's me. And why would they pick me? And that's kind of already happened before, because like, no offense, I love you, Mr. Upsion, but it really hurt my feelings when I went out of my way to make multiple designs for his t-shirts, and he did not like it. He didn't respond at all. He just didn't say anything. And it was weird to me because usually he would respond to me, and that made me really happy. And then I got really confused because I don't know why that was, if he just didn't see it or what. And another example is Oni Plays, or Oni NG, that's what I call him. Chris O'Neill. They did the art doodle videos, and they're so funny. I love them. They're fucking hilarious. And so I made a drawing for the Mario one, and I was like really excited because I sent it to him in DMs, and he laughed at it. You know, he was like, haha, oh my god, what the hell? Because it was like a really creepy looking Mario. And usually when people make fan art, they put it in the next video. and that mine was not in it, and I was really, really excited, and I even skipped to the end of the video to see like if my art was in there, and it wasn't. And I know I'm not like, it doesn't matter that much. I don't expect to be picked every time, but it did hurt my feelings. And I still love you both. Like, it's totally cool. I just I didn't know what I did wrong. Like, you have no clue how happy I was when PewDiePie made my picture his thumbnail. Oh my god. I jumped for joy and I screamed in the middle of work because I was so happy. And it made me feel, even though, they didn't say my name, they didn't give me any credit, it's fine. I was just happy that someone looked at it and liked it. Really, which video? Oh, it's called Crazy Fan Art, or like, I think it is called Crazy Fan Art something. God, I can't believe I don't remember it right now. But yeah, it's his crazy dirty fan art. That's what it's called. Dirty fan art something. And the video of him as a woman with pugs for tits. That was me. And I was so happy. Even, oh my gosh, last night I was having so much fun on a stream from Jimmy here, which is the guy, if you don't know this meme, that's fine. But if you do know the meme, it's the guy in the Spider-Man outfit that goes, "It is Wednesday, my dudes." And so, and he looks totally different now, by the way. So I didn't even know it was him. But I was in his streams last night, and I like got one of my messages to like speak out loud or whatever, and it made him laugh, and it made me so happy. I just love making people happy with what I want to do. 10 out of 10, you really captured his essence. Thank you. Thank you so much. Yeah, that was a lot of fun. That made me really happy. I haven't had like a big recognition since then, but that was so like fulfilling to me to see hard work pay off. That doesn't happen for me very often, I feel like. Especially with videos, and that's why I haven't been doing a lot of edited videos lately, and I'm not going to edit this one either, because like I'll put all that effort into something that I really care about, and it won't really make a difference. And the meme videos that I just uploaded last night, those are for me. Like, I don't care if anyone else likes them. I wanted to make them, and that's what makes me happy. That's what I really want to do. And I don't mind if those kind of projects don't get as much recognition, but if they did, God, that would make me so happy. Like last night I saw that my mermaid video, my painting, had gotten 2,000 views, and I don't think any of my art videos ever have gotten over 1,000 views. Not even over like 500. Like, and I think it's mostly because I put it in a format, in like TikTok format, so it would come up on people's like story things or whatever. I think that's one of the main reasons why. But you have no idea like how good that made me feel, that people actually liked my art. Alright. So, I think I'm done venting for now. If anybody has any questions, feel free to leave them in the chat. Comment below if you have any advice for my appetite or insomnia, or if you've ever been on beta blockers, because that would be really helpful. I don't trust doctors, so even if I went to the doctor and they told me that yes, this is right for you, or no, this is not right for you, I don't know if it would be the right thing. I don't trust them, and you shouldn't either, honestly. Be very careful. Don't let them touch your baby's penis. Seriously. Oh, anyways. I still don't feel like I can eat anything, but, maybe I could actually do something and maybe be a little productive. Excuse me. Now, so I really appreciate everybody who came to watch. I know I'm not big on Twitch yet, but this will be on YouTube. May I see more of your art? Oh, yes, please. You can go to either my Deviant art or, I have a Facebook page and an Instagram. The Facebook page and Deviant art are called Vanessa's Custom Art, and the Instagram is Modern Medusa Art. So, yeah, please check it out. I would really like that. I don't really... Actually, I have a couple pieces of art here I could show really quick before I go. Let's see. Okay. So, this is what I was going to draw for my uncle for his birthday. And then my mom told me that he got made fun of and called Waldo when he was a kid, and now I don't know if I can send it. So I'm like, I'm sorry. Oh, here's this is actually a printout of a digital drawing I did, of Tyranny. She is, one of the characters in my comic, called The Sexuals. And if you want to see more comic stuff, you can follow The Sexuals. I think it's like The Sexuals _ or something like that on Instagram. Let's see. What else is in here? Oh yeah, we got this one. This is an idea for a t-shirt. I love the Edward Scissorhands. Thank you. Yeah, that one was a lot of fun. I did that as a commission. This is another character from my comic. Her name is Nasty, short for Nastalia, which is actually a name of one of Scout Taylor Compton's characters in the movie Smile Pretty. Oh, let's see. She's from like Brazil, I think. This was like a concept for me, but I don't really like the face, so I'm probably gonna change it, and yes, I'm gonna be in my own comic. Well, I'm gonna be Medusa. That's gonna be the character. This is the alien. One of the aliens. Well, there's multiple races of aliens. There's reptilians, and then there's I don't know, they're not grays. I guess I call them greens, because he called me green. Kind of like Kif. Oh my god, I just realized that his name sounds like someone saying kiss with a lisp. Drawing your own cameo, bull. Yep. Yeah, so this is This is an alien in disguise. He's wearing like a trench coat, and it's kind of hard to see with the like. There we go. Okay, what's the next one? Oh yeah, this is Kimmy. Kimmy Kuntz. And she is the daughter of the CEO of the major television company that is in charge of the reality show that a lot of these characters are going to be a part of. So she's not going to be on the reality show. She's just the daughter. But yeah, she's a bit of a like a hippie rebel kind of lady. Now this is one of my favorite things I've drawn, I think. This this is a scene, right? So these are the bird bros. Big bro and little bro. This is Steven Seagal. And this is Lord, the rat. And if you want to know what's going on in this picture, so Steven Seagal is like their mentor, kind of like the Karate Kid, and or their mentor, these two. Him, Lord, yes, and Lord is a boy. Lord is like, he's got like his own thing. He kind of chooses like who he works for, but right now he's just being a punching bag, like a sparring mate. They're not actually like trying to hurt him. But yeah, so that's yeah, oh yeah, and they talk, obviously. They wouldn't have these expressions and outfits if they weren't talking. Oh, and they have little masks because they're like training to be superheroes, basically. Okay. Now, this one is another one of my favorites. Oh, what the hell? I got a random fucking mark on here from who knows where. Oh well. So this, I think you know what this is supposed to be. So Lord, the rat, that's her pet. This is her before, and this is her after plastic surgery. So, I won't give it, like, too many spoilers away, because I do want people to read the comic. But, yeah, she basically, like, bribes someone into, paying for her plastic surgery. And, she's like the main antagonist, I would say. Besides the reptilians. And her name is Tony Cox. With 2 I's and 2 X's. I don't know what I want her hair color to be yet. I don't think I want it to be red. I think I want it to be like pink or purple, or maybe like a faded, like a purple on the ends, and then it kind of gets pink like towards the roots. I don't know. Leave suggestions down below. Oh yeah. I started drawing Barry Dickinson. Oh my god, it looks weird, like reversed. I don't know if it's reversed for you, but it's like flipped. So yeah, I need to work on him. Obviously, he's not finished. But Barry Dickinson is a gay man who his idol is Mike Tyson. He just got out of jail, and he wants to, I think he wants to go on the show so that he can like bring more people into like his fitness thing. I can't remember. I have it all written down. I hope. And then, whoop. This isn't from my comic, it's just something I drew. I do need to, finish it, though. I just like how the lady looks. I finished the lady, and then I was like, let's see, is there anything else in here? I got some cute little, potato dogs. This one's actually available on my Teespring. And it's like a cutesy, like, yeah, let's all get along and love each other kind of thing, even though I don't really feel like that's possible. Hey, it's worth a try. In this world of trends and social conformity, your art is a breath of fresh air. Aww, thank you. I love the obvious conviction behind every piece was forged. From never stop creating, be bolder, dig deeper, and be greater. I know I'm a complete stranger, but I see you and I want you to succeed. Thank you so much for saying that. Like, I see, like, other YouTubers who have people saying how much they help them and, like, how much they love watching them, how much they are so glad that they are succeeding, and, like, just the fact that someone kind of feels that way about me, like, really like, motivates me to, like, keep going, because there's so much that I do want to do in the future, including, you know, my comic, and music videos, movies, like, I know, like, well, that's the thing, when you're a YouTuber, anything can be a movie, so, even if I don't get on the big screen, I am still gonna make what I'm passionate about and what I really want to, what I want to see come to life. I don't even really care that much if people like it. I just want to see it come to life. And if people like it, then that's awesome. And I think that's I think that's how a lot of people do become successful. They're not expecting it. They're not seeking validation all the time. But if it comes, then it's the most wonderful thing, you know? So yeah, thank you. That's really sweet. Sorry, I left me a little speechless. That makes me really, really happy. I'm probably gonna screenshot that later and cry about it. Seriously though, thank you. Let's see. Here's a little kitty. If anybody wants this, you can buy it. I started drawing some of my dreams, or my nightmares that I used to have, and this is kind of gonna be like the start or like the formation of my future music videos and or comics and or movies. I'm not sure what all I want to do with it. And or video game, like it's kind of all over the place. Probably not a video game just because like it's kind of been like overdone, like the horror game, but who knows, we might make a cool mini game. But actually it kind of would make a cool mini game if you're going like through your nightmares to find out like information about like demons and stuff. But yeah, so basically, like, imagine this is a treehouse. And so there's a little window right here, and you know, this is the wall, that's another wall, and this is kind of a jutting out wall, and this is a bed. So this line right here is kind of like you're in bed. And then this is this little floor. So in my nightmare, a creepy lady. She really just looked like she was from The Ring, and like that's probably my least favorite part about the story, and I might change it up just a little bit, but she also had like diamond cuts around her eyes, like they were like almost like a clown, but like she just like took a razor and like cut her around her eye with and it was just like constantly bleeding. Um, she doesn't just crawl through the window. She crawls through the top of the window. This is a real nightmare I had. She crawls through the top of the window, kind of crawls on the wall a little bit, and over here, and then she crawls on the ceiling, and then like over here, and then like peers over, like kind of still towards the ceiling while I'm sitting on the bed. And also, another really creepy thing was that this was all white. Like, the wood of the treehouse was white, the bed was white, the girl was and, it was so terrifying. And she started telling me things that, these other demons, are trying to get me, and I'm going to join them, and all this stuff. It was super creepy. So, that's really something that I want to, see in front of me. You make sure you reach your goal, and I'll make sure I'll reach mine. There, now you always know I'm working with you, so we succeed together. I like that. You're a very positive person. I like you. Thank you. And I love the comic idea. Thank you so much. Yeah, it's pretty thickly developed. I just need to actually draw it out. I have the first page done. And it's like there's just so much I want to talk about, you know. But let's see if there's anything else I can show you before I head on. Oh, here's a little design I made for a puppet costume. My mom wants to do puppets at her learning center that she's going to be doing, which I'm going to be helping her work on really soon, and she wants me to dress up as a puppet. Or a marionette, yeah, specifically a marionette, because they got the strings. So, yeah, I definitely feel a lot better now. Because, you know, now I'm actually talking about stuff that I like. So, yeah. Thank you so much for coming. Thank you, Burnkey, for being so nice. Definitely subscribe to my YouTube, follow me on here, or do the opposite if you're watching this on YouTube. And, you know where to follow me. Just look up Modern Medusa, or Vanessa with Cheese, or Vanessa's Custom Art. Those are all me. Alright, well, I guess I'm gonna try to go do something productive. Maybe. I hope. And sadly I'm still not able to upload. My brain said upload. To live stream to YouTube because of that false strike. But I'll be doing these and then probably uploading them to YouTube. So if you like that, let me know. Of course, I will always be there to make a dark time a bit brighter. That's awesome. Yay! That's how, like, everybody who supports me, it means a lot. Even, I really, really especially appreciate the people who still support me even if I get really nervous and don't message them back for a while, because those kind of people, like, they're so patient and understanding, and that's who I really know are my true friends. Want a joke to close it out? Sure, I would love to hear a joke. Please. Here, I'll tell a joke first. Why did the cowboy want to get a dachshund? Because he wanted a long little doggy. Oh, wait, no. Because he wanted to get a long little doggy. I fucked it up. Oh, well, you know what I meant. Oh. I'm waiting. Tell me. I like puns a lot. Oh, if you haven't seen my new video on YouTube, it's a good one. No, I mean, not really. It's a 5-second meme, but I find it funny. Why did the rapper thank the sidewalk in his award acceptance speech? I don't know why. I'm trying to think. The sidewalk. Wait, because it kept him off the streets. Yeah! I was about to say that. That was so funny. Yay! Oh, that's great. Oh, thank you. Thank you for cheering me up. I really appreciate it. Alrighty. Thank you so much. I hope you guys have a wonderful day, and I might stream later sometime this week. I don't know. We'll see. Alright. Peace.